What is up, guys? So last time we chatted a little bit about frequency conflict, and hopefully now that you guys are grasping the concept, I want to show you guys a little trick that I use on my kick and bass, using the same concept or the same theory as frequency conflict, but applied to the kick and bass, just to clean up both of those elements to make them cut through a little bit better. So if we listen to the track that we've got so far, what I want to try to do is pick up what fundamental frequencies the bass is sitting at. And the idea then is to cut those from the kick until it starts to clean it up a little bit better. So I'm going to show you the process. So I've just got a spectrum analyzer loaded here, and then the reason I'm using an EQ is because then I can actually drop in little pointers here, and that then reminds me what frequencies I need to go for, and then I can just jump between channels rather than having to write it down or something like that. Just using an EQ is a little bit easier. I'm going to play through the kick and bass, and I want to try to pick up what fundamental frequencies my bass is sitting at, specifically the first three. Cool, as you guys noticed, I already had put down two of those in there just to make things a little bit quicker. So now I'm going to jump over to my kick channel where I've already got a bit of an EQ loaded, but it's just some basic, sort of chopping of the high end, high pass filter on the very subs. But now what I want to do is I want to apply very, very subtle cuts to the fundamental frequencies which I picked up on the bass. So I'm just going to start with the first two, and we're going to see if we need to clean it up a little bit more, then we can start adding the third one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it play. I'm actually going to solo my kick and bass group. Okay, so for this specific kick, I'm picking up that I actually do want to leave in that third harmonic. It kind of adds the punchiness, but you can always choose. It's up to your taste. You can remove it if you want. I'm kind of liking the way that this sort of subtle cut of these two frequencies over here, 77 hertz and 165 hertz. It just kind of makes the kick punch through a little bit more. And now what we can do is in turn maybe sort of raise the volume of the kick just to kind of add that extra level of punch without having to suffer from the kind of frequency conflict from the bass and overlapping and phasing and stuff like that. So let's go over to our group channel fader over here. So generally speaking, I mean, this is not a 100% rule or law, but this is kind of where I aim just while starting out the mix of my track. I do kind of tweak it, up or down ever so slightly just to kind of fit the overall feel of the track. But generally speaking, when I get to this stage and I'm doing my levels, for my kick, I generally aim for it to peak out at -12 on my group channel. And then I like to aim my basses peak at about -14 to -13 dBs. But let's remember that we've actually got a few channels doing bass drops and different variations of bass. So we want to select them all and hold Alt-Shift. That way when we turn the parameter, each of the faders is going to be turned down relative to the position of the first one. So the mix between all three is going to be the same, if that makes any sense. So now let's mute the kick and now look for the peak of the bass sound. Cool, that's starting to sound good. Let's hear what it sounds like in relation to the rest of the track.
going on.
Cool, that's already sounding much better. I hope that little trick helps you guys out. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. A big thanks to IDM Mag, proud supporters of the dance music scene and my channel. If you want to support me in what I do on this channel, head on over to my Patreon, check out the different pledges I've got for you there. As always, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. See you guys next time.